Hi, I'm Karen,
Hi, I'm Shiv.
and we're the parents of Anishka and Arav Tiwari, who are in Paradise School.
Anishka just finished her A levels from Paradise, and our son Arav is now
Just gone into
this
his
year
A-levels.
finishing his final year A levels. Both are the founding batch of Paradise.
Yes.
They started their education here in 2017.
Just a few months after Paradise started.
Yes, in September 2016
Yeah.
Paradise started, so they're the original batch. Anishka is passed out after doing her 3 A-level subjects: psychology, marine science, and digital media and design. And she's passed out with 2 A's and a B in her final
A-levels.
A-levels. And our son Arav is pursuing ICT, design technology, and digital media and design. And in his AS levels, he's got 3 straight A's.
Straight A's, yeah. And also Anishka was awarded one of the 3 students in Paradise School, awarded the best in India, which is the Cambridge Outstanding Learner Award for her digital media and design for her AS levels. And I don't know if how many people know this, but Paradise School has 3 outstanding learners in it, awarded by Cambridge for their studies in the last year. One was for marine science, one was for enterprise, and our daughter for digital media and design. And that's incredible, in fact. The change we saw in the kids was in the first few months of starting Paradise. You know, initially when they were quite small, when they started, so children. And so we pushed them for their homework, pushed them for their assignments, all of that sort of thing. We were used to that. And within a few months of them getting into Paradise, they were so driven academically on their own. You know, they'd be wanting to finish. And this is from teachers who would not even raise their voices at the kids. They'd be their friends. You know, they were their mentors, their friends. They weren't strict, and the children weren't scared of them. That's not the reason why they were, you know, finishing their assignments and homework. They just wanted to, because they didn't want to let their teachers down, and they were actually enjoying doing it. And that was within a few months. And then the results, like Shiv says, I mean, the future results are there for us to see as our kids have just graduated and graduating school. It's amazing.
Yeah, so, just to amplify, the model which Paradise follows is important to understand.
Yeah.
Because, like I brought it out earlier, it's not a push model, it's a pull model. So here is an ecosystem which is the student, the mentors, the school, and parents. Us all need to be together.
Collaboratively.
And Paradise kind of makes that ecosystem come together and invites you to participate.
They encourage you to do so.
And it's everyone is invited to be part of this journey, and I think that's what essentially what Karen was trying to say.
The
with the kids,
foundational model of the school is that as well. You know.
Yeah, that's what I think Karen was trying to say, that why the kids have performed the way they have performed, because they wanted to do it for themselves, and also live up to expectations of
their teachers,
all other team members in this.
And as Shiv is saying, it is a collaborative thing, and we see that the kids, when we don't outsource our kids to school and we actually just participate in their learning journey with the school, with the teachers, with your child, they thrive. That's when they thrive the most, because this whole system of Paradise, when you say self-organized, the organized it bleeds from the students in the school into your family. So you're also self-organizing into this one objective, and that is to get your kid to do the best they can, take what they can from this environment and thrive, and they do.
Yeah.
And they have done so.
And another differentiator of Paradise here is that the future of information, we're in the information age, the future lies in the cloud. And when Paradise says it's a school in the cloud, what does it imply? It means that you no longer need to just retain, cram and regurgitate that information. You learn how to apply that information. Today the resources are abundant in being able to get what information you want. The ability to be able to process it is what is more important. And the methodology that they follow, where they encourage children to experientially research and apply the knowledge, is where the difference lies. For future leaders, I feel we're talking about critical thinking and design thinking. How does it start and where does it start? It starts from models like this,
Yeah.
where we've seen it in our kids that they kind of are ahead of their peers in the manner that they've started thinking.
I know.
Conversations that we have with our friends who are adults with the kids are kind of amazing to us that they can talk
At that level of
they process
maturity,
information
yeah,
differently
and understanding.
and give out very valuable adult opinions
Proper.
at this age.
Mature conversations with, and this is not new. It's not like now that they're 17 and 18 or 18 and almost 19. It's been there from the time.
Sure.
I mean, it changed. I don't know if it was them that changed as a sort of a chronological process, or whether the exposure that they got from school to this allowance, this freedom to think for themselves, made that faster in them.
See, they were in their. 6 years ago.
Yeah.
If my daughter is 18 today, she was 12 then. So the large part of adulting and becoming a youth, the grooming and the time spent in school has been quite a bit, right?
Yeah,
so
extremely valuable.
Certainly contributed in the way they think today, the learning environment which is provided by Paradise.
And they're so far ahead. We were just talking about,
What you could
and of course that. So we just recently, because the kids are getting ready for university, so we've been exploring universities, and there are a couple of universities in India, colleges in India that we've been to, visited, design. And of course the school has, one of the most amazing things about the school, which I keep telling all of my friends, is that the flexibility that they give the kids. So if you like a particular subject, take it. They encourage you to take that subject. Of course, you have to show that you're going to be a sincere student. But then after that, they just go all out. They'll get teachers in. They'll make sure you take the subject. They'll make sure that you do well in it. As a result, if you're learning something that you're passionate about, you're obviously going to be very, very good at it. There's no other way. That result is the only way you're going to get there. And I was talking about, looking at these universities. So we'd been to a couple of design schools in India, and our kids have been studying design in Paradise. And so these people showed us around, and they showed us these, they were showing off their college to us, and they were showing these sort of projects that these students had done. And I was so underwhelmed at seeing that, because I know that the kids in Paradise are way ahead. So they're way ahead of university grad school university kids, and they're the same children, but it's the exposure, the kind of trust and faith that these children are given that you can do better, and they are. It's just amazing.
Yeah. So the application to the outcome in terms of their project reports, the quality that they've sent is very
miles ahead.
superior.
Miles ahead.
And testimony or proof of the pudding at the end of the day is not just us saying, but also the results which count. And I think kids have done. Paradise has 3 children who've topped the country in the last academics. Our daughter happens to be one of the awardees. So it's not just that we are saying it; it's the proof lies there in the
the pudding
result
literally
itself.
lies in the Cambridge result, where we've got 3 outstanding students in Paradise School, Cambridge learners, best in the country, and these are subjects that they said they wanted to study. The school never had these subjects. They said they wanted to study. The school said fine. They arranged it for the children, and they thrived, and they turned out to be top in the country in those subjects. So there you go. That's like a full-on result on how this works.
Yeah. So I would say that our journey has been with the senior school of Paradise, and we started at a very, very early stage with Paradise, and we've grown together. And today Paradise, if we compare many other institutions, and I'll be again honest, in the journey we were exploring other institutions, but we consistently came back that I don't think we're going to get what we're getting with Paradise here. And we stayed on. I'm so happy that we stayed on, because it's really given us and our children what we wanted in the senior high level education in India in terms of before pre-college, if you can say.
Yeah, the schools actually made them university ready, and now that they've started with the primary school, I think that what they're doing with the primary students is they're literally grooming these kids to get into the senior school with this sort of research-based learning, this sort of encouragement to just go for what you want, take your passions ahead, because the senior school is where they're going to get them university ready. And as I see it with my kids now looking out and getting into applying to these universities, Paradise sets you up. It doesn't just set you up to get into university it literally sets you up. You can fit into any university anywhere, my kids are applying all over the place, and they're prepared. We didn't have to do very much, their counselors didn't have to do very much. It's the school, through the school, they're automatically prepared, they're university ready,
Yeah, and I think university ready, and what you were trying to say, to also become global citizens.
Yes.
The environment offered in Paradise is multicultural, people from all over place, all walks of life. So if you want to be a global citizen, then you need to be exposed and not be in one silo of a traditional system. And that's another advantage of Paradise, where today our kids feel pretty comfortable in stepping out into the real world wherever it is.
No matter where it is in the world, because they're so sort of exposed to all these different cultures and thoughts,